Sandra, who is representing the newly formed Animal Justice Party Aotearoa NZ at the upcoming local elections. Thank you, Sandra, for joining us today.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure.
Can you please tell us a little about yourself, where you have come from, what are your interests, and a little about your personal background?
Sure. Well, I'm 74 years old and I'm originally from Auckland. When I was in Auckland and before I retired, I taught in a university of technology. So over the years I was there, I taught a number of different subjects, including teaching English to new migrants, office systems, how to draw using the computer, how to organize conferences and manage your time well, things like that. Now I also teach music part-time from home. I teach piano and keyboard, and I have 7 students, just not so many now, and the youngest is 4, and the oldest is 71. So I enjoy teaching music. Do either of you play an instrument?
No, not.
I used to play the violin, but I stopped.
Oh, how cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, but you're asking me questions, right? I'm not supposed to be asking you questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Keeping in mind, we have quite a few younger audience members. How would you explain to our audience what the Animal Justice Party of Aotearoa stands for?
Okay, so we want to be a voice for the animals. Now, of course, animals have a voice. They have their crows and their clucks and their tweets and their barks and their meows and their neighs and all of the ways they communicate with each other. But they can't really tell us in ways that we fully understand what their desires and needs are. We believe that we do some things to animals that we wouldn't want done to us. And so we are hoping to improve life, not only for our companion animals, but also for farmed animals, and for wild animals. So all animals, we don't make a distinction. And by the way, talking about animals, this is Boots.
Oh.
Boots, I think in human terms, must be something like 110 years. He's in his 16th year of living, and he's nearly blind and he's nearly deaf. But I'm trying to give him the best life I possibly can. So to be a voice for the animals, there are lots of ways that if we can make animals' lives better by enacting legislation for them.
How was it formed, and what is your role in the group?
Okay, so there's a saying that a mighty oak tree grows from a little acorn. And it's true, really, in the way that the Animal Justice Party started. It was only a year ago that a few of us got together on a message group on Facebook and talked about the possibility of having a political party for animals. And so little by little it grew. We had lots of problems and things that we didn't really have the solutions for. As some people say, we were flying the plane at the same time we were building it. But we made progress. We put one foot in front of the other, And eventually, only how long is it? About a month ago, we were registered. We got our 500 people that you need in New Zealand to form a political party. And a lot of work, though, a lot of work being in politics. At my age, you think I'd be able to put my feet up, wouldn't you, and not do much. But I'm actually working like 10-hour days at the moment. So there's a lot of work that I'm doing. And my role in the party, I'm on the executive committee. That's the governing committee of the party. There's about 7 of us on that. And I'm also writing a lot of our policies. I'm one of a small team who is writing our policies.
What action does your party encourage to improve the lives of animals?
Right. Okay. So if you think of the SPCA does a wonderful job, but it's that they kind of focus on our companion animals, and our cats and our dogs and our bunnies and our guinea pigs and rabbits and so on, and wonderful work that they do. But we want to be a voice for all animals. We want to be a voice for farmed animals and for wild animals, as well as our companion animals, for animals who are used in entertainment, such as greyhound racing and horse racing and rodeo and so on. So we feel that we can introduce legislation. Well, realistically, we're not going to get in. We know that. But we might be able to influence other parties with our policies, and that's the main aim.
Yeah.
So, well, did I answer your question, love? What kind of policies do we have? Oh, some real cool policies. One of them is being able to take our companion animals on public transport. Oh, very cool. So, yeah, lots and lots of different policies.
How can your party help with climate change?
Our party, even though we are a single issue party and we don't have many policies on things like voting age and vaping and other things, but we did I mention to you about our 3 underlying principles of compassion, non-violence, and equality?
No.
I didn't. Okay, well, there are our 3 underlying principles, and we would be prepared to work with anyone on any issues that we don't have policies on, so long as those 3 things, compassion, non-violence, and equality, are not contravened. So, but we do have a policy on climate change. We believe it's so important. One of the number of things why our policies will affect climate change. One of them is that most of us are vegan, and we have a plant-based, we have we have a policy that is advocating that New Zealand animal agriculture, which is, if you like, the backbone of our economy, begins to transition, though, to a more environmentally friendly, sustainable economy, which is plant-based. It's cultivating plants is much better for greenhouse gases. 50% of our greenhouse gases come from cattle. 50%. Yeah, burping and farting. Can I say that word, farting?
Yes.
Too bad, I've said it. So that's what adds to our very high greenhouse gases in New Zealand. And the other thing is that we are, as well as advocating a transition that's going to be better for our soil, better for the greenhouse gases, better for water conservation and pollution of our waterways, all of that will all improve there. But as far as the greenhouse gases are concerned, they're high in New Zealand, and transitioning will bring them down quite dramatically. And as vegans too, our diet is more sustainable. And there's lots of studies out there that shows that, yeah. So what we're doing for climate change is taking it seriously. And we've got so much admiration for young people like you who are making a stand on climate change, showing the adults who are complacent and jaded, maybe a bit too selfish. And you're out there and you're saying, listen, we have to make a difference, and we're going to make a difference. And you're influencing us. So, but yeah, we've got an 18-year-old standing as a candidate. This is her first year voting. Her name's Lily Coington. And if you like, I can send to your teacher a little 1-minute video she made. I think she would inspire you.
Yes.
Yeah. So we do take climate change very seriously. Yeah.
Yes.
If you receive votes, what will you do for Wanganui?
Well, I've been joking. I've been saying I haven't got a snowball's chance in hell of getting in, so I don't have to worry about that. But what I would like to see in Wanganui is young people being involved more in our local decisions. I think young people have a natural wisdom, and you're honest. And I think that you could greatly enrich all of the local decisions and community life that we have in Wanganui if your voice, if we took into account what you think and your action and your participation, make a big difference.
Yes. If you could have dinner with one famous person, who would it be and why?
Yeah, I gave it some thought. And, you know, the name that kept coming up was Greta Thornburg, the climate change girl. She is just amazing. Do you feel inspired by her as well?
Yes.
Yeah, wow. But she's also representative, I think, of so many young people. You know, when she first started, she was 14 or something? When I was 14, I didn't know anything. I was as silly as a wet hen. All I did was giggle and eat the whole time. But here you had Greta Thornburg, who understands all the issues and is standing up there in front of adults, in front of the entire world, and saying, this is our planet. This is our future. You know, we are killing our planet, and we may be preventing our future. So I think that's just amazing. And the other good thing is she's vegan, so we could have a nice vegan meal. And I would ask for vegan ice cream at the end.
Thank you for your time and good luck in the upcoming elections.
Thank you so much, Mackenzie. Thank you, Molly. It's been such an honour to speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.